It's WNCW. More beautiful music coming out of Mandolin Orange, live in Studio B today. Well, let's turn the clock back for folks that maybe haven't heard your story from previous visits over here. You guys fell in together at a bluegrass jam way back when, in what, 09 or so?
Yeah, Inauguration Day, 09.
There we go. So all you kids that are heading out to, to play this weekend, there is big hope for you to fall in with somebody. How long did it take for you guys to go, wow, this really sounds pretty good together. Maybe we ought to make a project?
I think by the second song, we pretty much figured it out.
Was it really?
It did. The first song we played together, just it really just fell together. I think it was like "Bury Me Beneath the Willow Tree," the old Carter Family tune, and it's one that everybody knows and plays, but it's one that I'd sang a lot, and it had never sounded quite as good as it did when Emily chimed in for the first time, and I realized right then I needed her to make me sound better. So
that was a compliment. You can say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Did y'all come from big musical families? Was there a lot of tunes in the house?
I think there's music in both of our houses, but neither one of us really had family members that played in bands or anything like that. But Andrew's mom played piano in church, and my mom and sister played piano, and so we were kind of surrounded by music, but in a very different context than what we do now.
Right. So you came to the fiddle, the violin, by Suzuki method?
Yes.
But then got frustrated? Is that the story I heard?
Yeah. Well, you do get a little tired of reading notes off a page. Maybe not everybody, but I think I grew frustrated with that, but really took to bluegrass when I always really took to learning the songs by ear more, and that's something I guess you're not supposed to do when you're reading sheet music. So when I started playing fiddle tunes and I could just pick them up by ear, I felt like I had found my stride.
Yeah. When did you stumble into the world of folk and bluegrass?
Well, I had a fiddle teacher, my first fiddle teacher after Suzuki. Her name was Betsy, and I was in middle school, and she was super cool, maybe late 20s, lived out in this cabin in the woods, and I just thought she was the coolest person I'd ever met. So it really kind of encouraged me as well.
Personality drawing you into music.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's just simply the music, and you get turned on to something, and the light bulb erupts from your head and you go, wow, how did I miss this? And I want to go down that path.
Yeah.
And I understand that's kind of what happened with you. It was Tony Rice or...
It was Skaggs and Rice CD. They did that duo record. And, I'd listened to bluegrass and folk music before, but it never hit me until I heard that record. And something about the sound of it and the playing and the singing, I don't know, I just thought it was the coolest, most beautiful thing I'd ever heard. And I wanted to learn how to do that, and I'm still trying to learn how to do that. But it's been great. That was about 8 years ago, and it's amazing to me how far you can dive into this music and still have so much to learn.
Well, y'all have come along in an extraordinarily quick fashion. I mean, to have that door open and walk through it in just the course of a few years, and now you find yourself bouncing around the country and around the world and, standing in front of people doing this thing. It has to be a little mind-boggling.
It definitely is. I mean, we have tended to try and be pretty conscious about everything the whole time, and we're always trying to push ourselves and, not beyond what we think we're capable of. But we feel so fortunate that we're able to come to Asheville and play shows, and people want to come out and hear the music. It's really encouraging.
Just a reminder to everybody, the show tonight is at the Orange Peel in downtown Asheville. And for folks further east, we've got a show tomorrow night at Chapel Hill in the Memorial Hall, and then Charlotte on Sunday at the Neighborhood Theater.